Alright folks, just wanted to show you a quick little lesson on how I set copper rivets here at HideGear. A couple things to start. I'll go through the tools. Well, first I'll start with the number 9 rivets. So there's a couple ways you can do it. I just wanted to show both ways. So you can see here, I have one that I sanded and polished the head on, and this is just what they look like. Stock, polished. What I do to polish that, I use some 800 grit sandpaper on a piece of glass, and then a strop to give it that buffed, polished look. Tools you need to do this job. Hole punch, leather. I'm just going to use some scrap bison. Cutter. I use a Knipex 99-250. An old ball peen hammer. I think I got it from my great grandfather. Important little step, I use this little piece of leather. It's a thin, I don't know, maybe 3-ounce piece. It is to make sure I cut all my rivets the same length before I peen them over. Then I use this set of 3 tools from Buckle Guy. They're marked 1, 2, and 3. This one is to set the burr. This one is to round the top. And this is a doming tool if you choose to dome the head of the rivet. I'll show you guys how to do that. First thing what we do is find a hole punch of the appropriate size. And you want it to be a snug hole. Put a hole in your piece of leather. And push your rivet through. And we're going to do 2 today. So, again, hole in the leather. Stick your rivet through. Like so. Really important thing for this job, since I have some polished, since I'm setting a polished rivet, I have a pretty shiny anvil. That way I don't scratch it up too much. So first step, grab your number 1, this set, put it on here, get your burr, put it on here like so, number 1, and smack it down there. Grab your second burr, number 1 tool again. Okay. Got those set. Now, so when I use this little, basically it's a gauge to make sure I always cut them the same length. Works with these Knipex. You have to do a little experimenting, figure out how long you want it left. And I found if you cut it in 2 directions, you end up with a nice, I'll show you in a sec, a nice little point. What we got right there. Then I like to just at least start with a ball peen hammer, the flat side. And I kind of go in a rounding way, go around the rivet. So you kind of rotate the hammer around as you hammer. And we're going to do 2 different styles. Some people like the peened look. Some people like the more dome or more flattened look. So if you're gonna if you like the peen look, use the ball peen side. This is what I used to do. And just lightly go around the whole rivet. Make sure there's no sharp edges left sticking up. Now this side, grab your 2 mark tool and your big mallet. Alright. Let's see, got a couple sharp edges on our ball peen one still. what we got, there's two very different looking heads. Okay, on the back side, you can see I have the polished one and just the regular rivet. So what we do here, if we want to dome it, we grab our third tool. A little bit more. And that leaves you with a domed surface on our polished head. And that is how HideGear sets a rivet.